Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We got people from Mexico today. We got people from Japan. We got people from Poland. We got people from Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia. So hello to all of you. If you are a creative professional, this is for you. If you're in business on the marketing side or the operation side, this is also for you. And if you are running your own company, this is also for you. I believe that learning user experience design can help you be more self-aware as an individual. This is also helpful for an organization because as an organization gets more self-aware, they're open to listening to their customers, they're open to feedback, they're open to using that feedback to improve their products and services. If you're doing any of these things, you are practicing user experience design. These are some of the brands that I serve. I've most recently worked in Razer as their e-commerce architect, helping them to optimize their customer experience for 2 to 5 million visitors on Razer.com. Now, these are the organizations we help to train, right? Including students, master degree students from the Singapore Management University. I'm based here in Singapore, so most of my connections are here in Singapore. But this content is international, right? I've taught this in Portugal, I taught this in France as well, in Malaysia, in Singapore. So far, most people seem to enjoy the content. Most people seem to understand it. I don't think there's any language barrier. So by tonight, you will have your questions answered as well as these questions answered. I have a little sort of exercise which tests your potential to be a UX designer. So you can see how close you are to getting hired and whether you have the potential to be one. There's this article written that says that if software is eating the world, and software is indeed eating the world because we're spending more time on our mobile phones, we're looking at our screens constantly, surely someone must be designing the process. You could actually embrace this opportunity to be a UX designer, especially during COVID. How do you stay relevant in this new normal? More than ever, design is needed. So I'm going to share with you a particular video from the Google design team.
This is a super fast intro to our sprint process. The big idea with a sprint is to build and test a prototype in just 5 days.
I'll show you a video of how Apple does design, and I hope it inspires you even more. I'll just do a quick poll. Where can you apply this discipline? Let's take some time to vote. Is user experience design an art or a science? I know most of you are going to say it's a bit of both, but I'd like you to vote for the one that you feel is greater than the other.
I think UX is more to science.
I thought the purpose is a bit different than art, so that's why I voted for science.
Could I ask you to vote which design is more successful? Okay, most of you voted the banner on the left, but I see that 3 of you voted for the one on the right. So if you voted for the one on the right, can you please share with me like why you voted for the one on the right?
I think the design on the right, he will win because it's a more simple, more clear. Even the one also on the left, it's like there isn't the typography, the pre-order, but it's actually is not unattractive.
Yep, that's a fair assumption. Vanguard is a financial services firm. When any of their clients, when they are deceased, right, their spouse will come in and help claim the estate for the client or the investment for the client. When the spouse comes in to do the claim, they put the spouse through a tax expert, a legal expert, and an investment expert, and all these experts that they believe will give the customer's spouse the best advice. As a human being, if you put yourself in the shoes of the customer just for a minute over here, you realize that that's not great. They decided to change that process. COVID has asked us to transform, has forced businesses to change. Some of your jobs are going to be automated. Some of your jobs are going to be gone in 5 to 10 years' time. So what are you going to do in this case, right? These are mostly articles from Singapore, right? As you know, Singapore is a very progressive city. They're telling people, hey, jobs are going to be lost, recession is going to come. So right now, there are open positions, but there are not enough people to fill up these positions. Not enough qualified people. I've been talking to different leaders, UX managers, and they tell me one of the biggest problems is hiring people who really understand how to solve problems. Right? There's not enough of them. So this is the subsidized rate, offer money back guarantee as well on day 1 noon, and you'll be working on a real portfolio project. All these things that I'm offering are not offered by any other courses. You can give this course to another friend. You can bring another friend for free. 10% goes to the charity. You can sit unlimited for all our virtual classes. You won't see any other course providers doing that. My question is, do you want to be one of the early ones, or do you want to join much, much later?